Okay, this is Carole's first time here on this planet. And it's so cute listening to her teach and extrapolate her knowledge and her offerings and her gifts. Because it's like so simple and so genuine, like a childlike. And she comes to us with she's also a teacher in my life. She's one of my Reiki master teachers, and she's located here in South Florida. She does healing recalibrations, channel messages. She's a born empath, fully sentient medium healer, remote viewer. She uses Usui Reiki and other healing transformational modalities. And she mentors starseeds and pure spirits experiencing a human form, life form, like path, whether it's first time or other. Yeah, you can find her at goddesstouch.net, and she's located here in South Florida in Fort Lauderdale. So welcome, Carole, to the stage.
Thank you. Thank you, Sheri. And, you know, being introduced just as you did right now, as a free spirit, the word clean comes to mind, and there are so many of us. Especially now, I'm a bit older, but the the teens and the young people who are coming in, who have no clue, those are the people who you can tell have such purity, have absolutely no malice, even though their parents are more than human, who have baggage, you know. People who have come, like I have come, I'm a celestial. And there are other people coming from different places. They all come, why? Because humanity is again out of control. And the last time was the Great Flood, but the Great Flood only happened in this small part of this planet. Now this planet is inhabited by billions of more people. And so that is why we have come and we continue to come. That is why there are so many people who are women in men's bodies, men in women's bodies, people who don't know what kind of bodies they are in. There seems to be confusion for the masses. However, the pure spirits who are here, we only come for one thing, and that is to teach love, to teach self-love, to have the value, to know your value, to know that you are here uniquely to show others that it is okay to be a specific way, to be a certain way. Because deep down, what we do not see, what the eyes, the physical eyes do not see, that is what we are all the same. That is the energy directly coming from the divine. And that is the energy that breathes us. And so in every single meditation, before I begin, we always begin, not just myself, but others. We always begin with the breath, focus on the breath, because we take the breath for granted. Because imagine the very first breath of life gave you life. Up until the very last exhale, you will be, and I, everyone, will be going back to the heart of God. And so in the meantime, we are breathing life. Life is breathing us. We believe that we are in such control of everything, that we are breathing. I'm breathing. I'm breathing. You're not breathing. God is breathing you. Life is breathing you. Because that day will come, the breath will be taken away. Doesn't matter if you're on any kind of machines, no matter what is going on, if the breath is taken away from you from one day to the next, that's it. There is no more recourse. And so that is why to remain focused, to remain in the present moment, it is so important now, because now we are going within a lot more quickly, a lot more efficiently, because we have more tools than we ever did before. And yet, the duality of Earth, of this third dimensional plane of existence, this universe is uni, meaning there is a comparison, there is measurement. Multi is more. Multi has different higher planes of existence. However, when you say universe, uni is only one, and that includes no matter what planet or star is in this galaxy of the universe, there is duality. There is an opposite. Good, bad, high, low, love, hate. Everything has duality, which means life and death. Or should we say birth and death, like Eckhart Tolle has described. The opposite of birth is death. However, life is eternal. See, life is what is breathing us all the time. And so whenever you have a moment that you're in your computer and you're having a thought, think of the breath. And this is what I tell all of my students. Breathe. Be grateful for the first thing in the morning. Be grateful for the breath. Be grateful that you are awake. You're waking up in your own bed. That you are awake. That you are healthy. Start the day in gratitude. Because gratitude attracts abundance. And it is a mindset of love, mindset of abundance, mindset of your perfection. Even though you think your nose is crooked, you have one eye longer or shorter, you have the wrinkles, you're aging, there's always something, because you believe that there is something better out there. There isn't. Everything is within. Everything is inside of you. Everything. The perfection is within. And these are all things that you have heard of before. You just need perhaps to hear them once again. And so tonight we were going to invite the Venusians, who are half in, half out. That's why my eyes are closed, but they are not completely in. So just an introduction of these beautiful beings of light. They chose to tell you their message of love is to lighten up. And that has many meanings, which they will get into. because there is only one world, there is only one you, and there is only one. And so let us begin. We are so pleased that you have taken the time and the patience to be here with us. We are the Venusians, and we come from a place of the purest love. And if you have the opportunity to experience pure love, unconditional love, your heart will open to the degree that you will never be the same. Because love at this frequency is the frequency of divine love, divine existence, divine thought, which opens the divine mind. And so this means when you're talking about chakras, all of your chakras open simultaneously to experience the signature of the meaning of each of these chakras. And each chakra is consciousness in and of its own, because it has attributes, as you know. But the rudder of all is the heart. The connection with your Heavenly Father, Mother, God is the heart. The heart is not just a pump, as many doctors have concluded, as many universities and faculties, many have and continue to study the heart. The intricacies are unexplainable. Having a broken heart, the heart doesn't break. Why? Because there is a consciousness inside this beautiful organ, which is so much more than an organ. It is you. It is the best of you. And it is the connection with all of your divinity. So when we say lighten up, it means to be light-hearted. Have you ever awoken one morning knowing that, for example, today is a great day because there is an event that you have been looking so forward to for such a long time. You have prepared for it for such a long time. It could be your birthday, where you know everybody you love will be showing up, or you're getting married, this is your day, or. There are many opportunities for you to feel ecstatic when you open your eyes in the morning and feel this incredible love inside of you, because an event outside of you is occurring. And so now, as we continue on this route, the heart will make you feel ecstatic because of this event that is happening outside of you. And what happens at the end of the evening, when everybody has gone, when you are by yourself again, and you know that tomorrow is just another day, Is your heart going to feel elated? Continue to feel elated? No. So that is why so many people have addictions, because they want to feel this high experience all the time. There is only one way to feel this experience much of the time, because we are all in physical bodies. We are experiencing the duality of life. However, most of the time, we can feel elated with our heart being full. And there are only a few ways to do this. Number one, first thing in the morning, regardless of the pains that you may have physically, regardless of what is going on outside of you, regardless, you must begin the day with thank you. And completely throughout the day, thank you. Thank you for my shoes. Thank you for the hot shower. Thank you for my bed. Thank you for waking up. Thank you. You will find little things. It doesn't have to be big things. Thank you for the shower. Thank you for the clouds. Thank you for the sun. Thank you for my car working. Thank you for, oh, I found my keys. Thank you. Thank you for my keys. Thank you. You get the point. Thank you for my job. If I lost my job, thank you for losing my job, because when you think about it, you weren't happy there to begin with, but now you're upset because you don't have a job. Well, you created that as well. We create everything. Thank you for my loss of job, because I know you have a spectacular job that I deserve, and this job deserves me. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you for making me uncomfortable so that I will be more appreciative. Thank you. So that is number one, gratitude. And many of you will say, yeah, I know about gratitude. Practice it, you will see. The more gratitude you show, the more grateful you are. This creates abundance. Yes, abundance, prosperity, which is opportunities for you to have what you don't have in the now, to create, to attract to you. This is the law of attraction, the law of compensation. The more that you say thank you, the more you receive. You're opening up your heart, because your heart is the rudder. By saying thank you for my life, thank you for my new car that you don't have right now. Thank you for my new car. I love it. I feel so safe. It's so cheap on gas. Oh, and it's electric, so I don't have to spend any gas. Whatever. Continue on and on and on, and eventually you will be attracting things that you can afford, and it will be falling on your lap, more or less. Thank you for the love of my life. Thank you for the love of my life. Smell his smell. Smell how he's going to smell, and taste, and the sound of his voice. And you will be bringing this energy towards you. Thanks, giving thanks, being grateful, opening up to receive. This is how innocence becomes. Like a child of God, which you are. You forgot, that's all. Number two, meditate. Meditate means going into, taking the time for you, going into a quiet place, a quiet space, allowing all of this chatter to stop so that you can connect with your divinity. And you place the tip of your tongue to the roof of your mouth. This I teach in Reiki. And it was the Venusians who elaborated on the meaning of this. And it's because the tips of our fingers and the tips of our tongues have piezoelectric current. And by placing straight up the tip of the tongue to the roof of your mouth, it activates the pineal gland, which is the light to connect with your God self, that opens up and illuminates your mind, connecting to the mind of God. And that is how you receive your answers. That is how you know. You become your own guru. What do gurus do? Gurus are enlightened. So you become your own guru. Easy. And you don't have to meditate and quit your job for 40 years before you become enlightened. That is why we are here now. Because we are being given so many opportunities. New moon, full moon, the eclipses, all of the alignments, like we just had in June to prepare the alignment for the Lion's Gate. And now we just terminated the Lion's Gate. That opened. Now we have another one today, which is opening up opportunities. And these opportunities, don't scratch your head and say, well, what kind of opportunities? The opportunities that you have been waiting for to make a move, because everybody's different. So don't ask your neighbor what they think. This is all about you. This is all about moving within. This is all about starting to trust yourself, your heart, your God, your source, your connection, taking responsibility and doing these things, which are very simple, not complicated. It doesn't cost you a dime. And this you need to do every day. Anytime, during the morning is best. And you will see how aligned and how graceful and how peaceful you will become. And another thing, it gives you energy. You sleep so much better. And it is very youthing, meaning these energies, these celestial energies, keep you younger longer. They do. And so the third thing we would like to give you is something you will be very pleased to hear. And this is the word focus. And because of the last, more or less 2 years, so many people have been under stress, much stress, some traumatized, some have PTSD, some have changes that have caused them great fears. And these great fears affect the nervous system, which in turn affects everything else. And so what you need now is to be able to focus, because if you are honest with yourself, You have become so easily distracted. You're working on something, you get up, you need to get up and go for some scotch tape in the other room. You get to the other room. Now, why am I here? What am I looking for? Then the phone rings, you get on the phone, you forget where you are, you forget you have to come back to your computer because you're working on something. So you chit chat with somebody and they say, okay, oh, you want to go to see this movie? Oh, sure. Okay, let me jump in the shower. I'll meet you there in a half hour. So what happened to the scotch tape? What happened to your project on the computer? And then you think about it in the middle of the movie. Oh my God, I left this on the stove. I did this, I did that. Am I going crazy? No. You were so out of focus. So by being grateful, it brings you back to you, moving deeper and deeper within your celestial connection, attracting more abundance, more support. I attract only loving and supportive people in my life. And this is a mantra you need to bring into and make it part of your name. I attract only loving and supportive people in my life. If you want to succeed, because now is the time for change, you will be changing careers, many of you. You will be moving into different lands, when we say different lands, it could be different continents, a different country, a different province, a different state, across the street. Everything is different. What you need is to be at peace with your heart, because your heart is what will bring you to where you truly need and want to be. So lighten up. Lighten up. That means don't use your head. Yeah, well, I did it that way this time, and that time I did it like this. Oh, but I would have to pack, and I would have to, oh, it's too expensive to move. Oh, and now you create your own economy. When you are directly connected with Source to direct you, and through your constant praise of Source, by praising Source, you use the word thank you. Thank you for my breath. Thank you for my life. Thank you for the abundance that I am. And thank you for the imagination that I have. Because if you can imagine it, you can have it. Bob Proctor used to say, if you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand. The secret. So allow yourself to surround yourself with positive materials that you can be inspired by. People to inspire you. Create a mastermind group to support one another. And lighten up. Anybody who complains, tell them, I'm sorry, I really have to go. We'll talk soon. And just bathe them with unconditional, pale pink love. Just bathe them with love so that they can awaken. We need to let the people be. Now is the time to focus on self And the best way, the healers won't like this, the best way to heal someone now is by them seeing you happy, complete. And they're going to say, I want what she's got. So they will want to learn from you. They will want to be with you. So lighten up. Close your eyes now and just focus on your breath. Just focus on your breath. And focus on your body. If there's any tension in your shoulders and your back, just move them a little bit. Take a deep, deep inhale, going all the way down, as down as deeply as possible. And exhale very softly. And rest back on your chair with your eyes closed. And breathe. Focus on your breath. And now place the tip of your tongue to the roof of your mouth, straight up. And you will notice where the correct place has been created just for this experience. Just follow your tongue from your teeth above the roof of your mouth where it's hard. And then there is a space where it becomes soft. It is at this threshold that you will notice a little tiny indentation. That is the place for the tip of your tongue. Do not force it. Just let it sit there. And breathe. One thing will happen, it will stop the stimulation in your brain, meaning the chatter will stop. And so that is the perfect way to disconnect from the massive consciousness. The mass consciousness of everybody's thought, all of the TV programs that are running, all of that comes to a halt. Why? Because you are now connecting to another antenna, another vibration, which is the higher frequency vibration for enlightenment, which is your third eye. And see inside, take your gaze, even with your eyes closed, take your gaze inside of your mind, inside of your head, and begin to see a color. It's a golden hue. And then take your eyes, once again, that are gazing inwardly, and lift them up. Gaze upward, inward and upward, raising your eyebrows, all the while having the tip of your tongue to the roof of your mouth, your eyebrows up, and you're looking upward towards source. And breathe. This is who you are. This is who you are connecting to. You are connecting to the higher, the most high. Some of you have been praying to these people. You don't have to pray anymore, just do it. Connect. Tip of the tongue to the roof of the mouth. Inhale. Look upward. And relax. With expectation. Expect that you and God are one. Expect that you and your higher source will connect, are connected, and you will be expecting something new, something better in your life. In 5 minutes, 5 days, 5 months, doesn't matter. Time does not exist here. Tip of the tongue to the roof of your mouth, gaze inward, looking up, and breathe. And relax. And here you don't have to think about if you're doing something wrong. Am I putting the tongue up right or wrong? Am I going to be late? Am I going to do this or that? Let go. Surrender to this time of your life. And now feel your heart. Some of you may feel that your heart has dissolved throughout your entire chest cavity, throughout your entire back. And breathe. And now this will allow you, if you do this every day, you will, within days, you will notice how crystal clear your focus has become. So, to recap, gratitude, meditation, as we are doing now, and focus will come. And you will lighten up. To laugh and giggle at least once a day, every day. The dramas will just drop in front of you. No more dramas. Do not accept dramas in your life, because this keeps everybody at such a low frequency. Raise your frequency by opening up your heart and saying, thank you, Father, thank you, Mother. And we wish to thank you. And if you have found this illuminating, inspiring, and if you think that you would like to help others in this way, we would be more than happy to help you to achieve a class in channeling with Carole. There was a class last year, and there is a book coming out shortly. And there is a workbook that will come with the class. And we are pushing her a little bit so that the class may commence in January. It will be on Zoom, a weekly class on channeling filled with so much heart and availability to all who participate. And we promise this will be affordable to everyone. And so if you are interested, please have a look at www. Oh yeah, we're not supposed to say the W's. Goddess Touch, GODDESSTOUCH.net. And there's a CVITA that you can place your information or send an email at info@goddesstouch.net. There's time for question and answers. We are here. If not, you can come to the room and we will chat. And so with this, we wish you magnificent heart experiences and lighten up. Namaste.
Thank you, Carole. So Carole, welcome back.
Okay, I'm back.
Hello. All right. We're gonna ground you and complete you and thank you and bring on our next speaker, which is Brandy Heflin, a body wisdom expert. So is there anybody in the room who hasn't won a door prize yet, who's a VIP or has made a offering to our event? Because you're going to automatically win. Everybody here win a session. So Carole, I'd like for you to hold on to your time and honor your time. I'd like to gift people that gift back to us. So if there's nobody in the room who has a donor, I would like for you to just hold off on your offering, because this is your time. I remember last month we had 3 people and you were so grateful. Everybody picked 8-8 because it was talked about 8-8 all day long. But I decided to change things up so that way you can honor your time, and people that will honor us, we will honor them. So anybody here who hasn't won a door prize, who's made a donation, VIP or a recording donation? Or will you do it? And if you will, we'll put you in the pot and you will be the winner. So at this point, Carole, I think we'll just wait so you can just conserve and preserve your time. And we thank you so much for being here with us today, as always.
Thank you. Thank you, Sheri.
And she has a class coming up, I believe, in September, right?
Yeah, what I'm hoping for is to get as many, because I'm not going to be teaching Reiki forever, you know. And I was hoping that I want to get as many level 1 and 2s under their belt, because the next one, the advanced and the master, I'm going to have 2 classes. I want to be able to take them on a retreat in a very high energy place like Mount Shasta or something like that. I was briefly speaking with Mila to do something in Peru later. So maybe, you know, for the Reiki, because I could teach people, Reiki master and teacher, how to do the attunements and everything. And for some people, this can become a business, definitely. And it can be very lucrative. So with that in mind, I would like to continue this. And I think it's going to bleed through into next year, which I'm beginning the channeling classes. And this is, I think the channeling classes is what people need more for confidence and to be able to tap into themselves. So that's what I'm heading for. But then again, God speaks to us in different ways. So who knows? Who knows what, we have to have a plan, but then,
Okay.
whoops,
Oh,
whoops,
thank you, Carole.
you end up in Hawaii or something.
All right. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Well, thank you. Thank you for being with us today. And I appreciate it. If anyone would
So
like
where do I
to,
go now? Do I need to go somewhere or no? Or am I?
well, either you can go to your room and hang out and wait for people, or go to room number 2 and have some appointments and see who would like to book with you right now.
Okay. I'll
So you're
go to
gonna
number 2 for a little while.
Yeah, go
I'm
to
still-
number 2 and
I'm
you
still
guys can
high,
go-
so
yeah, go to number 2 and guys, if you haven't had a 5-minute session with her, go have your 5 minutes with her. And then she also has reduced show prices. And then coming up next, we have Brandy, the body wisdom expert.